Well, hello there. This is the stream that you are looking for. You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
Love it.
Every Star Wars fan should know it, and if you don't, you're a fake Star Wars fan, by the way.
Yeah, not even real.
You know, I'm just throwing it out there, okay? But what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another edition of Generational Sports. Your boy Connie, my guy Josh, as always. Look at this. We even got Clayton in here already. We got some people in the color cast already. It's a beautiful day to be alive, people. It's a beautiful day. You know, Josh is back from, babysitting. Yeah. I'm still here once again because, got to keep consistency somewhere. Can't get it, from this guy, Josh.
Listen, man, when the nephews are calling, they're a handful for my dad, but for me, it's just fun over there, man. Me and Leo were playing Pokemon cards. And he kicked my ass, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Getting clapped, bro.
He had Ultimate Pikachu every time. I don't know how that works.
Ultimate Pikachu?
Every time.
Unbelievable. Josh, how you doing, though, brother? I couldn't decide between buddy and brother right there, so it came out wrong. Ooh, I just noticed, too, you changed up the jerseys behind you.
Yeah, I used to always rotate them for every show, but I've had Cam Newton and D-Rose up there for I don't know how long, so I figured, you know what, why not throw a couple new ones up?
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a beautiful day here. So, and I'm not saying my ideal beautiful day. It's just a nice day out today. So
yes, because we all know you're a freak.
No. So I took Boog for
weird ass, dark, gloomy day. Look at this, all the hearts pouring in on Colorcast too. We appreciate you guys. Pull up. Throw some hearts out over there on the color cast and, get in the comments. We like talking to people, believe it or not.
Took Boog for a nice walk in the park today. And he's weird around other dogs because, he's not aggressive, but he's just so excited to go and sniff them and play with them that they think he's aggressive. And so do the other owners. And I always got to tell, listen, this guy, he doesn't even know how to bite. He can't. So they'll be scared of him. But yeah, it was a nice day.
We love that. We absolutely love that. Look at this. We got Callum in here. Patriots still refusing to sign any weapons to help Mac Jones. Listen, we're going to get into it.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it. Listen, I even got the 2022 NFL free agency tracker list pulled up. That's how you know it's getting serious out here.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. And I mean, not to mention, we got MLB free agency going on. We got some big trades happening. I mean, Josh, we usually do about an hour around here. There's just not enough time in the day to talk about everything that's going on. Because listen, we can't be doing 3-hour shows out here. But I mean, there's just so much going on. Yeah, it's hard to figure out where to start.
Yeah, it's tough.
Don't worry, Josh. I'm okay too, by the way.
Oh, hi. I thought I asked you. How are you?
Oh, look at this guy.
How are you?
We're chilling. I finally got my my official schedule back for when I start with the Renegades. My first game, April 21st.
Hey,
boy. Very excited. I'll be on the third base camera.
Let's go. Third base camp. That's a big job right there.
I know. I got a lot of. I got.
You do trade? Have you done trading for it?
I haven't done a single thing for it yet.
Dang.
I'm hoping that they give a little training because
they're just gonna throw you out there and be like, they're gonna throw you out there and be like, let's see what he can do.
I'll do something. If it's gonna be right, it might be the different problem. But yeah, got that. I'm on spring break right now. I took off the week from work. I was supposed to go down to the condo, but my boy bailed. So I'm gonna just chill at home, and take a week off from school, take a week off from work, and relax, Josh.
Where did you say you were going to go?
I was going to go down to the condo.
I thought you said Cabo. I was like,
no. Listen,
you're going to Cabo.
I don't got Cabo.
You should be way more upset that you're not. I was like, what?
Yeah, listen, what can you do? We got Monique in here. What's going on? All right, let's get into it, though. And we're going to start off with, listen, Josh is going to give you guys some first-round upsets because, well, let's be honest here. My look at that. Perry's going to Cabo next week. See, look at that.
I expect nothing less.
But you see, we all know my disdain for college sports, so I can't really give you upsets. Now, can I predict them? Because Josh, let me tell you something. By the way, couple years, might have been like 3 or 4 years ago now. I won my bracket. Won it without watching a single game. Won the whole damn thing. I'm just saying. We may have to fill out a bracket, Josh.
We should do a Gen Z bracket. But yeah, I think this college basketball season, I probably watched more basketball than I did my entire life combined, and that's mainly due to gambling. So, but it was fun, and I've never actually really been excited for March Madness, but this year I am. So yeah, the bracket came out, Selection Sunday yesterday. Just a couple upsets first round. Obviously, I mean, any team could really get upset. It's college basketball; anything could happen. So, but these are just teams that I think it's going to happen for. One matchup: 13 seed versus 4 seed. Providence versus South Dakota State. Providence was a team early on in the season that was pretty disrespected. I mean, they were beating teams. They were always coming down in the clutch and never really wavered in moments where they'd, have like a 2-minute scoring drought, go down 5 with under 2 to go. They'd find a way to pull it out. But during the tournament, their conference tournament, they don't look the same. They're just not the same. South Dakota State only lost. They're 30-4 on the year. They blow out everybody. I think that's going to be an upset. I don't think Providence is as good. I think they most of these teams that I'm going to say are going to get upset is because I think they blossomed early. I don't think they're the same team they were earlier in the season. And that's the deal with Providence. So I'm going to take South Dakota State there, 13, upsetting the 4 seed. The next one, I don't know if it can really be an upset. 7 seed Michigan State versus 10 seed Davidson. Michigan State they played good in the conference tournament, but they just don't. In March Madness, you got to have a guy. You got to have someone coming down late in games, get him the ball. He's going to take care of it. Michigan State does not have that, and it showed a lot throughout the season. Davidson, I mean, all they have is shooters around. I mean, they got a lot of good players on that team. So I'm definitely going to take Davidson to upset Michigan State. I wouldn't really call it an upset though. And then UConn, 5 seed versus. Listen, Clayton, I told you before the tournament started, take Northern Colorado. They made it all the way to the championship. So I was 3-0 up until you actually took it. They got blown out by Montana State when Clayton actually decided to take it. So I will not be at blame for that because
gambling's a risk. My boy. In fact, my boy the other day texted. Actually, yeah, Saturday, right when the Warriors played the Bucks, he said, "Yo, Bucks money line, cash it." I said, "You know what? That sounds right. I don't know who's going to cover Giannis." I didn't end up taking it, thankfully, because we all know what happened in that game.
That's actually funny because I'm on Bucks money line tonight against the Jazz. So
okay,
we'll see how that goes. But the last upset that I have, UConn 5 seed versus New Mexico State 12 seed. UConn's another team. I just think they're extremely overrated. They're usually a very well-rounded team. RJ Cole is really the leader of that team this year. They got a big guy, but I'm blanking on his name. But I mean, he gets in foul trouble early every game. It's like 5 minutes in, he's got 3 fouls. You got to sit him until the second half, and he's really a pick and roll guy for them to really generate some offense. New Mexico State's very good defensively. They got a guy that averages 20 points a game. He's a guard and is also their leading rebounder. He's just a beast out there. So yeah, I'm going to take New Mexico State 12 seed over UConn 5 seed, then South Dakota State over Providence, and Davidson over Michigan State.
You know what? Just sounds wonderful to me.
But who I think is going to win it all, I think it's very tough to call. I think obviously Gonzaga and Arizona are teams that are like, they got a whole squad.
I keep hearing Arizona a lot, from all these sports shows I listen to.
I'm not big on Arizona. I couldn't even give you a reason why, but I'm just not. I just don't see that like championship team out of them. They could prove me wrong, obviously, but I think Purdue's going to go all the way. I think Purdue, Jaden Ivey. I was watching Jaden Ivey throughout the tournament.
The Boilermakers.
Oh yeah, Boilermakers over here. But I think Jaden Ivey. I mean, the way he plays is very similar to John Morant, except he's already got a nicer jumper. Not saying he's on John Morant's level. Don't take that way. I'm saying I see a lot of it. The quick burst, the ability to finish at the rim in weird ways. And they got a 7'3" guy who's just like packing in the paint, and then their backup big is really nice too. So yeah, stop. Don't do
Hey, yo.
No, shut up. I hate
packing
you.
in the paint.
I hate you. What is that? How can that even be a yo?
Listen,
packing in the paint. How is that even a yo?
I'm just
What?
I had to throw a slight. Now, I'm not talking like a mega pause or
Yeah, it was a
a
quiet.
Texas-sized pause. Yeah, that's probably about a like a New Hampshire,
Nah,
maybe
that's way too
maybe a
big.
Delaware.
Delaware size day.
I'm
That's
just
not even a pause, man.
see. Look, even Christian said that's pause worthy for sure.
Packing in the paint. What does that mean?
Listen, it can mean anything you want.
What is paint?
He said that's Michigan-sized.
What's paint? Packing I get, but what's paint?
Maybe he has a weird thing with paint. You know what I mean?
That's such a stretch, bro. That is such a stretch.
Listen, see, look, even Christian said, "I'll pack that paint." Like
All right, when you put it, all right, come on, now, bro. That
see,
doesn't
bro,
even
you
make
can make
sense.
anything bad. You can make anything. It's all about what's in the paint, the hole.
Stop. No, that what? Get out of here. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm stressed,
Listen,
dude.
Josh.
I get like 3 pauses an episode, and I never can just get away with saying normal things.
Hey, listen, you can call me out.
I won't because I'm not looking for it.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should because I think it's fantastic content.
It is great content, but I'll pack in the paint. Hey, yo. Nah.
Yeah, listen, I can't give you any upsets because honestly, I literally don't even know anybody in the tournament. Like, I don't even know
first
who the
4
one
in
team
too.
is.
I forgot to get my first 4 in. I'm taking Indiana over
I thought
Wyoming
it was
for
already
sure.
determined.
Huh?
Wait, I'm confused. I thought the first 4 in was like they're in the
Well,
tournament.
obviously that, but I mean like the play-in teams basically.
There's a play-in.
Yeah, Indiana and Wyoming are playing to see who goes up against somebody. I couldn't tell you who. But I'm taking Indiana there. I'll take Notre Dame over Rutgers. Actually, no, I'm taking
Nah,
Rutgers.
bro. Give me
I'm
Rutgers all the way, baby.
I don't know. That game's a toss-up. I probably wouldn't pick a team there.
I think Rutgers
but then,
is like close is in New York, I think.
yeah, it's over there somewhere. I think
It's
somewhere in that region.
might be Jersey. If it is, then I don't care.
Yeah, but then I'm taking Bryant over Wright State, and if you're a
Oh,
gambler
it's in Jersey. I'm out.
currently Wright State's the favorite, and Bryant has a guy Peter Kiss who's a beast. So I'm surprised you didn't say pause there. Peter Kiss, come on, that was a layup. But I can't remember the other playing game. But yeah, I'll take.
Christian
Brian
told me that the
Moneyline
6 and 11 seeds are playing games.
Yeah,
Interesting development.
yeah.
How are they 6 and 11 seeds if it's a playing game? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man. I have no idea how it all works. It's my first year.
See,
My first day out
you
here.
can't watch college. It's too confusing. Confusing.
It's fun though, man. It's fun. I bet on NBA today and yesterday because wasn't a lot of college basketball. Going from watching college basketball to NBA is so weird because they're just so much better, and you don't realize how much better because you're like, oh, a lot of these guys are going to be in the NBA, but and it's like all of these guys were guys.
Christian said conference winners get an auto bid, but some people who don't win the tournaments are high seeds.
Yeah, like Indiana, I think really the only reason they're a play-in team is because they got all the way to the conference championship, and they really needed that. But other teams like Bryant and Wright State and teams like that, they just had a really good season, so you get a shot.
He said, so like some random conference champ will be 14th seed, but the fourth Big Ten team will fight for the 11th seed.
Yeah, because all conference champs get automatic bids. That's why, like, teams like South Dakota State and stuff like that are in there.
Interesting development.
And Oklahoma's not even in, like it's weird to say South Dakota State's in and Oklahoma's not.
Josh, a wonderful place to look at some numbers would probably be Underdog Fantasy. You know what I mean?
Oh, love that.
You code Gen Z to double your first deposit, by the way, up to $100. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to double your money for free.
For free.
You put your money and you get an extra. So you put 100 and you get an extra 100 for free. Free. You know what I mean here? You're doubling your bread, a little rye.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a little wheat if you're trying to lose some weight there.
Wheat.
Maybe some whole grain. White bread or a good old Italian loaf.
Italian loaves. Way to go.
Listen, double your bread. You know what I mean? Just trying to help the people. Chris said pastrami on rye, goat Sammy.
Goat.
I'm good.
Really?
I'm good. Listen, if you gave me a ham cheese, all right, so ham cheese base no matter what, okay? Here we go.
Right.
Base no matter what. What someday, throw me some pepperoni on there.
Yeah.
Or other days, throw me a little roast beef on there. Mayonnaise, I'm good. Oh, all day. All
Oh
day.
yeah,
All day.
I love it.
Especially if you want to add a little Italian oil vinegar, you know what I mean? Mix it with the mayo a little bit.
Miss me with
Oh,
that. Miss me with that.
what?
You know me and condiments, bro. I'm out on those.
Wait, so are you out on the vinaigrette or out on the mayo?
I'm out on the vinaigrette, and yeah, I'm out on that too. But that's not because like I
But
just
you're
don't
out on
like
the
them.
mayo too.
Oh yeah, absolutely out on the mayo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Miss me with that.
Might have to find somebody else for the show.
Miss me.
In
With
fact,
that.
I'm gonna have a oh God. I'm gonna have a beautiful hamburger after this show. Slop some mayonnaise on it, mix it with a little bit of ketchup.
I'm gonna throw up, bro. That's
Ketchup
disgusting.
mayo mixture, undefeated, by the way.
That's
Undefeated.
disgusting.
Oh, Josh, you don't know what
I'm
you're
not
missing.
even so much. I don't even like ketchup. I wouldn't say I hate it. I just don't like it's not disgusting to me. I just don't eat it. Like I don't. I just
So
don't.
like you
I'm
just
not
eat a
kind of-
fry, nothing dipping in it.
No, I use like if I want to dip in something, I'll get like cheese sauce or something. Cheese sauce and barbecue is like my extent of condiments.
So we're not even going into honey mustard.
No, I hate honey mustard. Hate
You
it.
said I hate
It smells good though. Honey
honey
mustard smells
mustard.
delicious, but I can't stand the taste.
That's out of pocket.
I can't. I don't like the taste.
I'm a huge honey mustard guy. One of the biggest out there, honestly. I mean, it's just unbelievable. In fact, I went to the local diner last night with the boys at about 10:30 because we were on Xbox and we're like, you know what, we haven't been there in a while. Let's go. Have one of those little late night boys trips. Got a burger, some waffle fries, dipped it right in some honey mustard.
Miss me with that.
So, Josh, by the way, you also just got Xavier Woods to the Panthers, 3 years, $16 million.
Xavier Woods, is that a D tackle?
I don't know. The only Xavier Woods I know is in the WWE. So,
Xavier Woods, that's a very familiar name. Safety. Well, great. We're gonna have a great secondary, but absolutely nothing else. Maybe Deshaun Watson, but who knows?
Josh, listen. I know that technically on the dock, our Peacemaker Obi-Wan trailer thing is next. But
Let's get into it.
There's just too much in the NFL that I mean, listen, we'll do the Obi-Wan Peacemaker thing after we talk about it, before free agency, after all this stuff. Because I mean, it's been a week. And you would have thought that the NFL, just decided to do a fantasy draft.
I feel like everything happens on Tuesday, like right after the show. Like everything happens after the show, and then we got to wait a week.
I think we had to trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then like another one Saturday. They took Friday off. Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, you had. Listen, I'm not even on the dock. We got KD dropping 53 against the Knicks.
Everybody's dropping 50 right now. Everybody.
Oh God, throat's a little dry out here.
But is that an AO?
I would have said it maybe if not. I don't think dry is an AO. If it was something.
That's what I was thought. I was like, I don't know
if
dry works.
I've been down in some Robitussin today. Down in it. I get sore throats all the time, bro.
Same.
I thought they took your tonsils out after a while if that kept happening. I've never had that option.
I think that's how
I've never had that option. Like, they've never even said anything to me.
Well, I don't think they really bring it up to you. I think it's something you have to bring up to them.
Listen, who am I?
Kind of like wisdom teeth, I think.
Who am I? I'm not a doctor.
Well, no, but how's a doctor going to know?
Because if you look on my patient list and you're like, Jesus, this idiot of a kid has had a sore throat 95 times in his 22-year life, maybe we should take him out.
Do you like write it down so they know about the number? Like if it's over 50 times?
Josh, they've never heard of medical records?
Yeah, but they don't know every time you have a cough, you go to the doctors and you're like, I'm dying. Hell.
Oh, of course not. I'm a man, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
Well, I'm saying
all right, listen, let's get into it. And we're going to lead it off with a beautiful moment what was it? Was it Sunday?
I don't care, and I don't.
I know. Maybe no. I think it was Saturday. Might have been Saturday.
No, I think it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you know what it was? It was yesterday.
Because it was right when Selection Sunday was happening when he.
Yeah, you're right.
tweeted it.
And that would be the greatest news. That one Mr. Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady, Jr.'s back. He's back. 40 days his retirement lasted. And let me tell you something. It was a dark 40 days in the NFL. It was a dark 40 days. Probably some of the worst 40 days that they've ever had. But my boy is back, coming back to the Bucs. Although there are some people out there saying like he's not going to play for the Bucs. The Bucs literally already said that they're not going to trade him, like no matter what, even if
He said Tampa Bay in his tweet.
Yeah, so I don't know what people think is going to happen unless somehow the Bucs were like, yeah, if you give us Jimmy on a side and trade and like maybe a player or two.
I'm gonna need Debo if I'm giving up Brady.
Nah, honestly, how crazy is that to say? But like, it's also low key a fact.
No, like it's so true.
Or could you imagine Brady playing with Debo and Kittle though?
Be disgusting.
I mean, I say that as if he doesn't have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans anyway, so it's not like he's living in poverty. But some fantastic tweets, by the way. I saw HaHa Davis. If you don't know who HaHa Davis is, you're missing out in life anyway. He was like, Brady got in one argument with his wife and told his kids to go find his playbook again. It had me crying, bro. I mean, it was just unbelievable. But yeah, my boy's back in town, back to the Bucs, talking about he's got some unfinished business. And you know what, Brady? I agree. You do have some unfinished business. Got cheated out of that last game because Todd Bowles decided it was a good idea to blitz the best quarterback against the blitz and leave the best wide receiver in the league one-on-one with your safety. Bold strat. I would say it's a bold strat. But yeah, so Brady's back. And here's the thing. Everybody, were you surprised? Is there a surprise that he came back? And I think I'm surprised that he came back this early. Like, I could have seen him coming back, like, maybe middle of the season, and he wants to come in and be somebody's savior or something like that. Or, he takes a year off and all of a sudden he's like, yo, I'm literally on the edge of jumping off a bridge because I can't play football right now. And I got to, sit in the line waiting to pick my kids up from middle school. Like, I could have seen that happening. But for Brady, who's done like everything calculated and like everything has been always set up the way he wanted it to be, and was part of I shouldn't say part of a system, but was the system in New England, and then comes to the Bucs and like Bruce Arians is trying to tell him to do this, and Brady's like, no, we're gonna do this. So like, he takes control of that, and he takes control for this to be like, yeah, I'm retiring, and then 40 days later be like, never mind. Like, that's kind of surprising me because, like I've said, he's always had everything so buttoned up, and he's always.
I think it's the most Brady thing ever.
Really?
I think him being like, you know what? I think I'm finally happy with my career. I'm ready to go home to the wife and kids and just call it. And then a little over a month later, he's like, "Fuck that! I'm back, baby! Like, it's happening!" Like, and first off, like screw you, Tom. Seriously, I had like 40 days where I'm like, you know what? Maybe if we get Deshaun or something,
I was
maybe
going to say you had 40
good.
days of like, damn, this division's kind of winnable.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's Matt Ryan versus us and the Saints, so I felt good about it. And then, of course, Tom had to be like, "Oh, I'm back," and yeah, most Tom Brady thing ever. He's crazy. Like he's never gonna be able to quit football. He's gonna play until he just literally can't. Like, he can't walk up and down like the field anymore. So
yeah, that's the thing too, Josh, because like this. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, whatever. But like, this announcement to come back also didn't seem like it was a 1-year announcement. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like, this didn't seem like I'm coming back for my last ride.
No.
This sounded like yeah, you know what? We talked about it, and I'm kind of miserable without football, so I'm gonna just keep playing, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. It didn't feel like it was you know what? I didn't get my last ride. I want to do it now.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he just wants another ring. He's ready to compete again. Like
Dustin
said,
said
someone
that
else was saying
inspired him to come back.
No, Ronaldo did.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I was going to say, because there's been a couple things like, I guess he was texting with LeBron, or LeBron hit him up and was like, "Why are you retiring?"
Which makes sense.
Now Perry's saying that was ball sack sports. Oh, whoa. Christian,
You
calm
got ball
down.
sack?
I didn't. Dustin was the one that just told me this in the comments. I listen. I listen
Dustin,
to
you
our
got
people.
ball sack.
I listen to our people. So, if the comments say something, I'd like
So
to,
your source was wrong. It's not your fault. Your source was wrong.
Exactly. It was my sources. You know what I mean? Dustin,
And his
you're killing me.
sources.
Okay. So that's not true. But you know
Well,
what? I guess a lot of people got tricked then too, because I was listening to stuff today and I heard somebody say that he was texting with LeBron.
I
And
never heard
saying
that. I only saw the Ronaldo thing. I never heard about LeBron.
No, I was listening to some stuff today, and I heard somebody say that he was texting with LeBron, and like when LeBron had the 50-point game, Brady, he was like, we've competing and blah blah blah. I did hear that. So Dustin, don't be ashamed. You're not the only one that got fooled. Whatever. So that's not true. Whatever. But the Ronaldo thing, I think that's when I thought it was possible though.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ronaldo goes, "You're done, right?"
Exactly.
And Brady like just smirked a little bit. He wasn't like, because like here's the thing: if you retire, you should be definite.
Yeah.
Or like if you're doing something, you're usually definite about it. And for Brady to not just be like, "Yeah, bro, like I had a hell of a ride," instead he like grinned his teeth a little bit. He was like, I guess. And then the next day he's like, "Yeah, by the way, bro, your boy's back." So I don't know. I'm excited though. I mean,
that's also why I picked the Brett Favre jersey too. He's just doing the same thing Brett did. I'm done. Psych. I'm not. I feel like quarterback's always the position that it's like, are they really retired? Like even Andrew Luck, like retired young, and people are still anytime a team hasn't
come out of retirement. I really can't believe it.
But he's happy, man. He just seems happy. But he was doing
like if you would have told me that Andrew Luck was going to stay retired, I was going to call you an idiot. Because I remember when he retired, I was like, yeah, he's going to be retired for a year. He's going to take off, get his body right, and then he's going to come back. And like he actually has stayed retired. Like props to him, honestly. Dustin said Andrew looked deathly skinny. He does not look happy.
No, he
did look skinny. That man did look a little questionable. I was a little concerned. But I don't know. But Josh, it's official too. I took the risk last year. Oh my gosh, last year I should say, when Brady came and played in New York, played the Jets. I wanted to go, didn't end up going. Then he retired. I was sickened. We already have the plans for when the official schedule drops to buy tickets right away. Because I'm not missing it a second time. I'm not doing it.
You know who I'm really happy for? Because I I always look at props and people on Twitter looking for betting stuff. People that were like when Brady retired, picked the Bucs to win the Super Bowl because the odds were so low. I'm very happy for those people right now because that's a risk to be like, you know what? I'm so confident.
Who you can't be happy for?
Yeah.
The guy who bought Tom Brady's last ever touchdown pass for $500,000.
That is so sad.
And all of a sudden, Brady's back.
That is so sad. Like, Brady should buy it back. Brady should just buy it back.
You know what the funny thing is? I was going to say the same shit.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Brady almost has to buy that back full cash, too, so he doesn't get taxed.
Yeah. That's
said, tough. Here's my last ever touchdown pass.
And it was recent, right? Like, not too long before he announced he was back.
Before he came back.
He's like, I got Brady's last touchdown ball. Can you believe it? Yeah, he's back.
Day before he comes back, I saw the tweet. It was like 563 or 36,000, I thought.
Yeah, something like that.
I'd be disgusted. Disgusted if that was me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh, you listen, I'm telling you, if they play the Panthers, well, not if, when they play the Panthers down in Carolina, me and you will go down, stay at the condo, go to the game.
I'm down for that.
All right, say less.
Deshaun versus Tom. Love that.
I hope it is Deshaun too.
Me too.
I want you to be happy, Josh.
I do too, but
I
don't want to get my hopes up.
Where's the condo? I want to come listen. We're about 45 minutes south of Myrtle Beach.
We can all hang there whenever we do the unwrapped basketball tournament. That's when that can happen.
Unwrapped, yeah, true. Or come to New York, Rucker Park, go run it
Cali
there.
versus all. That's what Christian wanted. So,
True. Oh
but
God,
Corey's
I'm
not allowed to
dying
be on
here.
any team. Corey can't be on either team.
Look, now everybody's trying to get in on this. Unbelievable. There's 3 rooms.
There's only
But I
one
mean-
invite. You guys gotta compete for the other.
Yeah, see, Josh is my co-host, so it's free for him. You guys got to pay.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Them the rules.
If you come to Cali, don't cough like that on the pack. I don't know what the pack is.
I have no clue.
Just throwing
On
it
the
out there.
pack?
Not a clue. I don't know what
No
PAK is.
Pack. No clue.
Oh, the pack. Okay, now I know. He meant, the pack. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, listen, I don't partake in those. So
Connie's a
I'm
good citizen. He doesn't do stuff like that.
I don't. It's just not for me.
I've
My
never even
friend,
heard of the pack.
big fan. It's legal here too, so
Yeah.
legal in New York. Never for me. Never for me. Anyway, listen, Josh, let's go to your boy, Deshaun Watson. Now let me say this properly. The grand jury is not going to file charges against him or something. That does not mean everything that he was accused of, he is innocent from. So we're not saying that Deshaun is an innocent man. I'm just saying that the grand jury is not putting charges against him. So
we are not
that as you will.
We are not speaking on who he is as he did or did not do.
Exactly.
We're about football. That's what we're talking. He's gonna play football again. That's what we're talking.
And you know what? He'll probably be suspended like 6 games.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get
great look, NFL. Great.
Yeah.
Look. Suspended him
Job,
6 games for 22 accusations, and we got Ridley suspended for a year for gambling on game that he wasn't even in. Which I also, by the way, understand. Like everybody's mad about it, but like, and this is also a crazy thing to say too, but people realize NFL players talk, right? Yeah. And maybe if Ridley was like, "Yo, I just placed this parlay, bro. If you got something to say about it, we can split it right down the middle if it comes down to your game." I'm just saying.
Like, didn't they say he placed like 3 bets, like a 3, a 6, and an 8-leg parlay?
Yeah, I think he bet like $1,500 total.
Yeah, like, all right, the 3-leg, I'd be like, all right, he might know something. But when you get up to that 6, 8-leg, you're just
you're just a gambler like us. You're like,
you're just taking a shot. Yeah, I mean, I get the suspension and everything. I just think a year is kind of
I think a year's a little much. I would have went. Listen, I'll be real.
If it was like millions,
I would have went like 10 games.
Yeah, like if he was betting like half his season salary on this stuff, but it was $1,500 for a guy that's a millionaire.
This man bet $1,500 and is now going to lose $11 million for not playing this year.
Yeah, I mean,
like you want to talk about not taking a calculated risk?
Yeah,
that
is tough.
And like, I guess he bet it from his own account too,
which is dumb. I don't get why he would even think.
And the NFL,
away with that.
Oh, he lied. He bet 4K. Christian, where'd you see that?
Even that, he's making millions of dollars. $4,000.
4K for him is like a,
I mean, I'm gonna go buy. Buy some
ashtray money.
Yeah,
dude's a liar who knows what he was really up to. Listen, if you're gonna lie about the amount, you could be lying about other things. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I mean, I just the only thing with me is just the punishment. I mean, I
just don't think a year is.
I think like 10 games. Give him 10 games, fine him some money.
He also bet on other sports. More likely he has a problem. Yeah, but you see, why is it a problem if he bets on other sports?
Yeah, I think if it's only NFL, it should really be a problem.
Like if he was.
Well, actually,
I bet on everything. That doesn't mean I got a problem.
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
Let me tell you, too, by the way, let me tell you, get close to the mics here, people. Baseball season's coming up. Your boy back on track. Back on track. I haven't been in a very long time because I'm a casual NBA fan and football is very difficult. Oh no, I'm locked in baseball season.
I need some winners, Johnny. I need some winners.
Locked in. No, let me tell you something right now. I'm a Yankee fan. Bet the Toronto Blue Jays to win the division. I'm saying I'm throwing it out there.
I might just take it just for your word,
which is what's rumored. I mean, That'd
I
be
might
out of
just
fun.
take it just because you said it. I don't know anything, so
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. But yeah, Deshaun. He had now everybody. Like I said, we're talking about football player Deshaun Watson because
exactly.
listen, I am not a member of his legal team, nor do I know anything. But also got to remember here, man's got a no trade clause. Now it also doesn't seem like he's gonna not waive his no trade clause because also when you're coming off allegations like this, how many choices you really got? So with that being said, it looks like the Saints and your Panthers are the leading candidates. And here's my thing. I feel like the Panthers is an easy one. Like if I'm Deshaun, oh, today is Pie Day, Matt. Look at you.
It is pie. Hey, I love pie. I once remembered for a competition in high school, I remembered 83 digits into pie.
83 off the top of your head.
Well, no, we had like a week to memorize them.
No,
And
but I'm
then,
saying you had to do it off the top of your head and you got 83 right.
yeah, I got 83, but the two people that moved on after me, I got third place. I didn't win anything. Two people that went on after me, second place remembered 112. First place remembered 160 something.
First of all,
Clayton, who was it? Someone won that. Clayton would know, I think.
First of all, both of them. Well, actually, you two nerds for remembering that many numbers in
They were
pod.
giving it was like $200 in high school, like to just
No,
remember.
you're right. No, because I remember my senior celebration when they gave away money. I think I won like 200.
Yeah,
You had people walking out with TVs and stuff. Though I was mad.
they were like $200. Remember some numbers? I'll give it a shot.
84 though, that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I messed up like early on, but they didn't stop me, so I was going. I was going in.
I'm a 3.14159 guy. After that, I'm good.
Yeah. Now that's all I am. I could not tell you any more than that.
80. Wow, that's a lot. And I'm that might
It's
be
not
the
as
most
hard
impressive-
because
that might be the most impressive thing you've told me so far.
well, when you try to remember it in like 5 at a time, like in a row, and then you kind of like, just.
I'm telling you right now, if you gave me a week, there's no way I could remember that many numbers.
I think you'd be surprised. It's a lot easier than you think it is.
Interesting. But like when it comes to Watson, I think the Panthers are the easier one because first of all, the Saints are still, I believe, over the cap.
Somehow they can make it happen.
Well, but I'm saying how many players and things would they have to trade to the Panthers for it to work? And then how many things are they going to have to get rid of to make Watson's salary work if they're still over?
I have no clue. Rappaport said that they'd be able to get him under with the
no,
trade.
but that's exactly my point.
Yeah,
so if you're Watson, if they're going to have to trade all this shit to get your money on the salary, like how good is the team going to be after you get there?
That's why I think, but I don't want to look at it like that because then it looks like we're going to run away with it, have the best offer, and he's a Panther. But they're also saying that it's just the Saints and Panthers, but there's been reports that he's eliminated everyone else and he's just meeting with these two teams today, but then there are other reports saying he's meeting with more teams tomorrow. I do think the Panthers would have the best offer. I think, 3 firsts is obviously going to be the starting point, they've said. But I'm just worried now that Hassan Reddick's gone. If we trade Brian Burns or Jeremy Chin, our defense is screwed so badly. Because Gilmore's probably not coming back. If we get Watson, I don't think we're going to be able to get Dante Jackson back. So it'd be C.J. Henderson back there with J.C. Horn, which he could be in the deal too. I don't really know what we're good because David Tepper said he's going all in for a franchise quarterback. Has always been saying that. So I would not be shocked if all of our good assets on defense are gone, but we have an amazing offense, and I'm completely happy and okay with that because I would much rather have Deshaun Watson with a booty roster than have an okay roster with no quarterback for who knows how long. I will always take an elite quarterback with nothing else over a solid roster, but you don't got a guy that can take that roster anywhere. I'll always take that. So I want Deshaun, but I am not getting my hopes up. But every time I get a notification from Rappaport and Schefter, I'm like, this could be it right here. Like, it's tough, man.
Christian says, I feel like Watson is a Saint.
I do too. That's why I'm not getting my hopes up. I feel like it's just not going to happen.
I don't know. Maybe I just want Watson to be a Panther just because I think it's more fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you give me Watson, because like you said, they're probably going to trade a lot of defensive players. So what? You would give me Watson with CMC and
DJ and Robbie?
Yeah, DJ,
Terrence
Robbie.
Marshall? I love that.
I mean,
love that. But also, man, I don't know how
nothing other than the aggression of the Saints to be good.
But also, you got to look at this. Like, when you look at the two teams, obviously, I hate Matt Rule. I want him gone. I don't even think he should be in the meeting with Deshaun. But you look at the Saints, I mean, that Sean Payton's gone. That offense is Kamara and maybe Michael Thomas. Who knows what he can still do out there and stuff. Teron Armstead's probably gone too. So that O-line is not looking good. So we both have bad O-lines. We have better weapons. And I don't know. I just think we're in a better spot than the Saints, but also the Saints' history is much better than us. So it would be like, he believes in that organization more than he believes in a new owner and a new GM and a new head coach that have all not done good so far. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to watch.
I just don't. I'm wondering what the offers from both teams would be.
Well, I think it is right now. Like, if I had to guess what the Panthers offered already, 3 firsts, 2 seconds, then another pick, probably Brian Burns, and then probably like Derek Brown or JC Horn. Like, it's going to be massive.
I can live with that, though.
I could too, especially because we traded for CJ Anderson, which, I don't know how that's going to work out. So we'd have at least one solid corner, but if we lose Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick's already gone, it'd be Yetur Gross-Matos and Derek Brown in the pass rush. But I wouldn't be worried about the defense if we get Deshaun. Like, it's going to be a shootout.
How old is Deshaun?
He's early 20s.
Bro, he's like 26, isn't he?
So he's like 24, 25. No, because I can always forget that NFL.
He's 26.
Yeah, that's young, man. That's young.
Bro, for a player like Deshaun, I feel like you can almost trade anything and I'd be okay with it. I'm not going to lie.
Because you look at what Denver gave up for Russ. And
That's
Russ
what
is
I'm
older
saying.
than Deshaun. I mean,
he's 26 and you're trading picks, right? What are you hoping those picks turn into?
I've been saying that to Panthers Twitter ever since the news broke that he's open to being with the Panthers. They're like, why would we trade all of our future assets for one guy? It's because that one guy could get you a fucking Super Bowl. That's why. You don't know what those picks are going to turn into. And recently, the picks haven't been great. Derek Brown's been underwhelming. We didn't even get to see J.C. Horn. Shaq Thompson's been the same player since his rookie year. I mean, it's not like we're great at drafting either. We already traded away all our draft picks for Sam Darnold and C.J. Henderson. Like, what do you don't want Deshaun Watson? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, no, like I said, bro, if I was a Patriots, I'd do the same shit. I'd say, listen, you can take Mac, you can take 3 firsts, you can take 3 seconds. And listen, we'll give you I don't know who do they want on defense. They'd probably want somebody like maybe
Judon, maybe.
What?
They probably want Judon.
I don't know. That's a little much. Now you're listening.
No, that's what it takes.
Like, you made the Pro Bowl last year.
Yeah, I get it, man. No, trust me, I know. If we're giving up Brian Burns and Jeremy Chin, who are young guys who have shown a lot of promise and have a whole career ahead of them, along with all of our picks, it's going to take that. It's going to take all of that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it when that.
I'm not even looking forward to it. I'm not even looking forward to the announcement. Like, I'm just really not. Because I think it's going to be like 3 weeks of me just sitting on the edge of my seat, and then it's the Houston Texans trade Deshaun Watson and New Orleans Saints for 80,000 first picks. And like,
Colin Cowherd made an excellent point today too, though. Bro, if you're the Browns,
oh god, that scares me too.
You wouldn't send everything there.
That scares me too, because they keep just saying it's Saints Panthers, but if the Browns are in there, we're not getting them. They have way better assets.
The Browns, 3 firsts, 3 seconds. The kid that they just drafted from Notre Dame, I think that's what he said, and then throw in like I don't know, throw in like maybe.
But I also I don't think he's going to the AFC. I don't think.
I don't think they want him in the AFC either.
But other teams in the NFC have. The Giants have assets to give a really good. They have 2 first picks in the top 10 this year.
Would you really want to waive your no trade clause to go there?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Deshaun's really looking
Because
for.
like this is an interesting battle though too. Because like, what if the best offers from the Giants, right?
Yeah.
And Deshaun's like, bro, I am not playing for the Giants. Are you out of your mind? And then they're like, and he's like, I know you guys have an offer from the Panthers. I want to go there. They're like, yeah, but it's not the best offer. We're doing looking out for the franchise. So you can either go to the Giants or you can play here.
Because is it really to the point where the Texans are like, we want to do right by Deshaun? Like, I don't know if that's where they're at completely.
Like, I mean, the man just signed an extension, and the next year was like, yeah, I want to leave. If I'm the Texans, I'm like, listen, I don't give a shit who gives us the best offer. We're taking the best one, and if you don't want it, guess what? We can use a quarterback anyway.
I also think every offer they're going to get is an amazing offer. Like, I don't think there's going to be a bad offer out there. There's obviously
there probably won't be a bad one, but there's definitely going to be a best.
Like, yeah, there's definitely going to be tiers of like, are these players that we're getting back better? Are these picks going to be worth it? Because you also got to think about the picks. You got to pick a team that you don't think Deshaun's going to go succeed at, so those picks will be good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll say that.
Got about 2 months till we find out, probably though. So who knows?
Well, listen, it all kind of got kicked off. Well, technically, it got kicked off with Rodgers going back to Green Bay. That's not really on this list, by the way. But
because there's not really much to say.
Yeah, it's almost a non-story. You did all that bitching and whining, Rodgers, crying and complaining. Maybe I'll go host Jeopardy.
I love Aaron Rodgers, man.
Retire, and then just to go back to the Packers. So listen, you'll lose in another playoff game, probably at Lambeau again.
Super Bowl champs, come on now.
Austin Corbett from the Rams to the Panthers.
That's an offensive lineman, isn't it?
I think that's what ILL means, interior offensive lineman. Unless he meant to say, okay, good.
Let's go.
Okay,
O-line. That's all I want. That's all I want. O-line and a quarterback, man. I don't think it's too much. Like, just try.
You better stop listening. Was that a trade? Or was that a signing?
Whoa.
I was going to say, you better stop trading away those picks.
Yeah, I mean, what are we? Are we signing guys or what? Oh, man.
But, yeah.
Imagine we gave up a first for that guy.
Oh, he was a free agent. So you're good, Josh. You still got all your picks.
All right. But do we got the money? How much money did we give him? Do we got the money? Well, if the Saints got the money, we got.
Listen, we have our number one reporter, Christian, on the on that right now about how much money they gave him, because I couldn't tell you.
Austin Corbett's a decent player though.
But yeah. So Rodgers going back, whoop-de big deal. You'll lose at another playoff game in Lambeau, and then.
Have they ever actually said the number? I know they were saying 4 years 200, but then Pat McAfee
and then he came out and said that's not real. They haven't said actual numbers, so I feel like that is real, and he was just trying to, be like, "Oh, I'm not really."
They better open up that bank for Devontae though. The Christian Kirk.
I was gonna say, but did you see that Devontae said he's not playing on the tag?
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Hell no. Saw what Christian got. You better open up that checkbook.
So, I mean, hey. If he ain't going to play on the tag, I don't know what they're going to do because they have no money. Like, they had to cut Darius Smith.
Yeah.
Who everybody last year was talking about.
I'll cut everybody for Rodgers. I'd cut everybody off the roster for Rodgers and Adams.
No, don't get me wrong. I would too. But then you're going to run into the problem that the Packers have had recently which is Rodgers and Devontae playing great, and then all of a sudden their team's going to give out 45 because they don't have anybody left on the team because their two best players are making, 50% of the cap space.
That is true.
Christian said he's still waiting for that Wagner news.
Listen, that's going to be.
I saw Matthew Judon doing a little recruiting.
I think he's going to. I think Denver's going to be nasty this year, dude.
Bobby, I'm just saying. You think Bill won't get you right? Come on.
Imagine Bobby goes to Denver and Vaughn comes back.
And they got Bradley Chubb.
Yeah. And they got Patrick Surtain, who was a beast his rookie year.
I mean,
nasty. Nice. That division, bro. Jesus.
Rams Super Bowl best recruiting pitch. It's not a bad one. I'll tell you that. I mean, hey, Bill could be like, listen, I got 6 of those bitches, though. So
let's talk about free agency because I think Wentz. What do you want to say about Wentz?
Well, no, I was just going to say, we didn't even touch on the Russell Wilson to Denver yet.
We haven't. So that was, the deal is huge too.
What was that? What would we do? Like
2 firsts, 2 seconds, I think a 5th. That D tackle, Noah Fant and Drew Lock for Russ, and I think a 5th or something.
Let me look it up. Let me make sure that we're all correct here. So it was Drew Lock, Noah Fant, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, which also includes 2 first-round picks and 2 second-rounders and a 5th, and Denver gets a 4th-rounder.
Damn, I was almost perfect, except I said 5th with Russ, not a 4th.
And let me tell you something. Like, Denver really was a quarterback away.
Yeah.
And by the way, just throwing it out there, they have a quarterback now. Just to
I think both teams. I think if Seattle's going into rebuild mode, I think both teams really win here. Obviously, like you just said, Denver is a quarterback away. I think obviously Drew Lock giving up. You're not too mad about that because you got a quarterback now. Shelby Harris he's a very solid player, but you okay with giving him up. And Noah Fant's been kind of disappointing because he was really hyped up coming out of college. So I think it's a huge win for Denver. And then you look at Seattle, I think they're going in full rebuild mode. You get 2 firsts, 2 seconds out of that. I think that's beautiful for them too. I honestly think both teams kind of win this good because Denver becomes a contender and Seattle's rebuilding. They got 2 firsts for the next 2 years.
I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. That division is
disgusting.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like if they made every single primetime game an AFC West game, I wouldn't even be mad.
I want them to, why wouldn't they do that? Or at least someone facing off against
start the season off, give me Chiefs, Chargers.
Yeah.
Give me
then Broncos.
Do this.
Broncos, Chiefs.
Oh, no. We're doing this. Sunday night football. I want Chiefs, Chargers.
What if every Sunday night football was the division games? Two every Sunday night, and they're just the AFC.
Yeah, we're gonna listen. We got new announcers too. We got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman coming over to ESPN.
Shout out Joe Buck got the bag,
and Aikman both got the bag.
Yeah. Aikman's was not too long ago before that. So yeah.
So ESPN got the primetime crew now. And here's my thing too, and this is literally irrelevant to anybody because nobody really cares about announcers. But I think it's very interesting what Fox is doing because I feel like in football, you're going to get the number no matter who. Like if you put me and you on the 425 Cowboy Buck game, I hate to break it to you. We're going to get the same rating Joe Buck is.
Because it's not like, obviously they're not there for the announcers. And if the announcers are annoying them, they just mute it. It's not like they stop watching.
My guy.
Yeah, no one's there for Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. But
listen, nice I like the announcers and I like listening to people because, it's something that I want to get into and whatever, see what they do. Blah, blah. Your casual football fan doesn't give a crap what they're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Some of them don't even like them and will mute the game anyway. So listen, Fox probably just saved about $20 million for the season because I guarantee they were probably. I think Joe Buck was making $13 million and Troy Aikman was making like 10. Jesus. The people that they're gonna boost up to the A team are probably making like $8 million combined.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably just saved a ton of money. But hey, I'm not mad. Listen, hot take here. I like Buck. I like him.
I don't hate him and I don't love him. I don't mind
people always, he's so biased. But listen, main announcers are not biased. You just think it is because you're used to your announcer who just heaps praise on your team. Like maybe not so much in football because it's always different. But like it's funny, Josh, like being a baseball fan and everything. Like Yankee fans obviously have like the Yes Network where Michael Kay and blah blah. So we're used to like our people. And then the Yankees will go play like a nationally televised game and it's random people. And they'll like say something that I feel like even the Yankee announcers were saying. They'd be like, typical Yankee hate. I mean, it's just unbelievable. They can't leave him alone. And I'm like, bro, all because they're not, sitting over there giving them a pat on the back doesn't mean that they're biased.
I used to really not like Joe Buck though, because when big plays would happen in big moments, he would just talk louder. And like now I like it that the way he talks during big plays. Like now I'm used to it, but I used to be like, dude, you are not even excited. You're just talking louder. Like
Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson is the best announcer. I love him, dude. Love him.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, well, I mean, we got Wentz to Washington. By the way, I like it. I think Washington is going to be better now, and that's not
Definitely
even
better.
my listen, now it's not Wentz Annapolis, it's Wentz DC.
Commander Carson.
Exact. You know what? Look at that. Look at
Commander
that. I
Carson.
didn't even think about that one. People, he had 27-7 last year. Like everybody looks at the last
With
couple of
about
games they
13 drop
lost.
picks though.
What happened?
About 13 drop picks.
Well, guess what? They got dropped. Don't count. Guess what? If Matt Stafford's pick got picked off, they're not in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying too. Like, you know,
I think it's a good fit. I think it's a great fit. They got weapons over there. I think it's weird though because I think obviously in Indy, Jonathan Taylor's the guy, but when healthy, they got decent receivers too, and it's kind of similar in Washington. If Curtis Samuel can be healthy for them, him and Terry on the outside with Wentz, Antonio Gibson back there with McKissick, I think it's going to be a lot of weight off his shoulders over there, especially with all the weapons they have. They don't have to stretch the field as much, but I don't know. I feel bad for Heineke, man. I love Heineke.
And I think they have better weapons though than Indy.
Because if Ty was younger, yeah.
I was going to say because after Michael Pittman, let's be real here. Those wide receivers are not good.
Yeah, Ty was out for
people
most
hear
of
the
the
name
year,
Ty Hilton and they're like, oh yeah, I remember when he was good. Guess what? That was also like 6 years ago.
Well, he was when he played this year, he was all right. He was just injured a lot, which comes with it. I mean, he's old now, so
exactly.
That's just how it happens.
Well,
they once had Frank Gore and Andre Johnson, and it was not pretty.
But yeah, I like that. I think that they're going to be improved because I think Heineke last year had like 20. Let me look it up.
I don't know. I like Heineke a lot though.
I think he'll be okay though. He ain't going.
I don't think he minds being a backup. I think he is just happy he had his moments.
So Heineke had 20 and 15 last year.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
And what was
27-7 for Wentz? So.
No, what was their record last year? They were 7-8. Well, no, that's not possible.
Yeah,
he only played 15 games last year. So let me look up this. Let me look up the Commanders, record last year.
Who was their quarterback when he was out? Is Kyle Allen still there? No.
Nah, it was like some random no name.
Because it couldn't have been Fitz.
Damn, I don't remember who it was. But it was like some random no name. Garrett Gilbert.
Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah. Legend. So look, Washington was 7-10 last year, and what did we just say that Heineke had 20 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me 7 more touchdown passes, and how many? 5, 3. So 8 less interceptions. Doesn't maybe make you 9.
I think they definitely upgraded because I also think Wentz is the better player too. I mean, you saw the catches Terry had to make this year. I don't think he had to make as many of those. I think, honestly, this might be beautiful for Carson because he loves extending plays, and Terry runs like a 4-3 and knows how to get open. So those scramble drills, Terry and him are going to connect a lot.
I mean, listen, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. What else do we have here? Khalil Mack is on the Chargers now. Like we said, that division's stacked now. I mean, the amount of people you can name off the top of your head just in that division is unbelievable.
Like you can make a whole Pro Bowl game out of that. Like out of that division alone.
Zay Jones is going to the Jags too.
Jags have been making
moves, brother.
Damn, they said Trevor, we got
Dak 2 first for Deshaun. Who says no?
Dak 2 for Houston. Hang up the phone. No thanks.
I wouldn't hang up the phone.
I would,
but I'd be like, I'm gonna need a little more.
I would not even want a quarterback if I'm Houston. Wouldn't even want it. Davis Mills is nice. He is nice, and you can get more assets. And if Davis Mills doesn't work out, you use one of those picks on a quarterback in the future.
Yeah, you're
unless
not
you can get a really good. Like,
I
don't know if I'd take Dak. I don't know because then you're not getting as much in return because of the value of Dak.
Look at that. We hit the 300 heart limit or marker at them. I should say, not limit.
Beautiful.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, if you guys aren't busy, 500 sounds great.
Oh yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. A couple spam hearts here and there. Just saying. Josh, you want to take our break now because we'll get into free agency?
Yeah.
Listen, we have to take the break.
Well,
Gotta
actually, I
get
want
a
to
little
ask this.
pop culture. Okay,
We're getting into the break, but you watched Suicide Squad first, right?
I did.
Okay. How'd you like Suicide Squad?
I enjoyed it, but like, I also feel like it was. Maybe I'm just so used to how good Marvel's CGI is that, like, watching some of it, I was like, this is kind of corny. But I still liked it. I did still like it. It was weird.
How'd you like the beginning? Like you see Pete Davidson and
Oh yeah, I
everybody,
know.
and then
See,
they're all
the
dead.
only thing I knew that was gonna happen only because I remember, like, when it came out, I remember Pete Davidson being like, "Yeah, I was in the movie for like 10 minutes."
Mm-hmm.
So like I figured something had to happen.
Yeah, I like that part.
Christian, I watched whatever one was the good Suicide Squad.
So you didn't see Will Smith anywhere?
No.
Okay, so you watched. Well, actually, like, look, another situation. I love the first Suicide Squad too. I just like movies, dude. Like, I enjoyed the first one.
See, Perry said so confusing, exactly. Because, like, if you go on HBO Max, which is where, of course, I watched it, it's Suicide Squad and then the Suicide Squad. And I was like, well, listen. And the only reason I knew that I had to watch the right one is because Cena was in it, because I was watching Peacemaker after that.
Well, they kind of connect.
One.
The Suicide Squad movies shouldn't connect, but they do. Like, there's some. I mean, obviously Harley Quinn's in both of them. Boomerang's in both of them. The Rick Flag, he's in both of them. So, I mean, the lady that's running everything, she's in both.
Waller, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Amanda Waller.
Yeah, badass.
Wait, no.
Or are you talking about hardcore? You're thinking of hardcore.
Yeah,
hardcore.
Yeah.
When you said yeah, it's a Waller, I was like, I think
she was like the annoying in charge one, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm good on that. Hardcore though.
You know who hardcore's married to?
Hardcore.
The guy who made those, James Gunn.
James
Gunn's
Lucky
taking a
man.
big dub in life. Huge dub in life.
That is
making these movies.
That is a top tier dub.
Yeah, James Gunn's.
I mean, that's just incredible.
James Gunn's living the life, man.
Oh,
he's a good follow on Twitter too. He comes back at people. So, yeah.
You know, I watched an interview that Pat McAfee had with Charles Barkley, and he was like, "Listen, I'm not on social media because if I go back at somebody, I'm the bad guy."
Yeah.
And I think we should normalize celebrities absolutely roasting the shit.
We should encourage it. We should encourage it. I mean, if these people want to hide behind their accounts and come at people, let them come back at them.
Like that's why I like Shannon Sharp
and KD too. I love these guys.
Like, I got no problem. Like, if you are going to sit there and start talking shit, I should be able to come back and say what I want and not be unprofessional.
No.
Like, why is it professional for them to do it? They actually no, because the people coming at people probably don't have any jobs. They probably live in their mother's basement with Cheeto dust on their fingers, which is why they're mad at people anyway. But you know, I think we should normalize celebrities being able to roast people. But yes, oh, look at that, we hit 400. We only got 100 more to go to that 500. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Beautiful.
But yes, I did watch Peacemaker. I literally finished it in a day.
Yeah.
Because I started watching it on Tuesday, or was it Friday? No, it was Tuesday, I think. Whatever day I tweeted that tweet out, somebody go on my Twitter, check it. It was either Tuesday. No, I think it was Friday. Actually, I really do. Now I think it's Friday.
In recent time,
I think I watched it Friday because that was the day I had my 3-hour break in between classes. So I got I think I watched 3 or 4 episodes during the break, came home, and was like, damn, nothing on. I'm going to finish it. And I did. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Christian said that cameo in episode 6, which episode 6?
The very end, the very, very end.
That there was only 6 episodes?
With the last episode. What is the only what?
No, I know, but he said episode 6. I thought there was 8 episodes.
Did 6 have a cameo?
Yeah, did 6 have a cameo that I missed?
It was a while. I haven't. It ended a while.
He said the last one. Yeah, no, there was 8 episodes. I was gonna say.
What did you think of the cameo? A lot of people didn't like it.
Why not?
They thought it was stupid. They don't. Most DC people They really loved Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was dark. It was not
Well, first of
comical
all,
and all that.
pause. Because I also went on HBO and was going to watch the Justice League Zack Snyder version.
It's like 5 hours.
4 hours?
But they break it up into parts in the movie. So you could, like, they stop at parts like part 1, part 2. There's like 4 parts.
Oh,
it's very good. It's worth the watch.
I didn't know that
one.
because I turned it, I hit play, and that shit said 4 hours. I said, "Yeah, I'm good."
No, I did the same thing when I first saw it.
I got 30 seconds in, and then I looked at the time thing. It said 4 hours, and I'm not watching this.
I said,
"There ain't no way in hell I'm watching this."
Yeah, but people didn't like that cameo a lot because they want the DC movies to be dark and not joking and serious. So when he's like, "Go fuck another fish," and he's like, "I hate that rumor," and he's like, "It's not a rumor." Everyone got mad at that because like, why are they joking? Like, you brought them in there for that? Like, yeah, did you not watch the first 7 episodes? Like, John Cena's hilarious throughout the whole fucking thing. Like,
nah, it was pretty funny too.
Him and Vigilante, bro. Vigilante's one of my favorite characters ever. It's so stupid. It's just so fun.
There were moments though that I thought the comedy pissed me off though.
Really?
Like, all right, well, listen. First of all, listen. I'll give you a 5-second spoiler warning right now for Peacemaker. 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, listen. Like the moment when he kills his dad,
and
then like Vigilante comes over and he's like,
it's like he's doing your muscle.
Like to me, I thought that no. To me, I thought they should have let him have that little moment and then joked after. I didn't like the fact that he was like that they were joking around right after it happened. I thought he had to let the moment breathe a little bit and then you joke.
That's James Gunn because he knows that those moments are supposed to be like that, but he's so committed to making the characters like consistent with who they are. That's just Vigilante, man. Like, dude, you seriously doing your muscle exercises right now? Like, that's the best, dude.
Nah, and then the dye beard shit, that was funny.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah,
the first, I think it was the first episode, bro, when he sleeps with one of the butterflies, and he's like, "I was real sad, but when I was in your pussy back there,
nah, yeah, I mean,
dead, bro. I'd be dead."
It was good. Or like, what did he say to? What does he say to Hardcore in the first episode? He said something about her boobs, but I mean, it was mad funny, bro.
Nah, I think I'd never really, because John Cena's only been in like movies a couple times, and obviously Suicide Squad was his biggest role. Didn't really know what to expect coming from him. I thought he did amazing. I thought he was really good at it.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely fun. James Gunn will write and direct all of season 2. Perfect. Good.
Yeah, and he's so good. He did the Guardians. He's doing Guardians 3. I mean, he's a good guy. He's good at what he does. I want him to do more movies.
Nah, like Guardians 3
gonna be crazy.
Chris Pratt and all that. It's bad to be.
He did the first 2, so he love it.
He did do the first 2. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a hot take. Guardians of the Galaxy movies were my least favorite, by the way.
Oh, you suck. You suck.
Least favorite. I don't.
So really, like, if you were ranking them, they're the bottom 2.
Yeah.
Over the Thor movies,
bro. I didn't even have a problem with the Thor movies. I really didn't.
I didn't have a problem with the Dark World, but actually, I don't have a problem with that. But you're crazy for thinking they're better than Guardians.
I just didn't.
Come on, man. Yondu.
Like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. Maybe because I just don't really care about them.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't really like the characters.
Like Strange, I always thought was cool, so I liked his movie. Thor is obviously fire, so I didn't have a problem with it. Iron Man is cool shit. Didn't have a problem.
Damn, over Captain Marvel's better than the Guardians?
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel?
Oh. I mean, I thought she was cool.
Damn, man.
I don't know. I just...
Those are some I think, like those 2 are probably in, like, my top... If I'm excluding Avengers, because those obviously rank over everything, Guardians is probably in, like, my top 3. Both of them.
Really?
Actually, no, top 5. They're both in my top 5.
I'd probably go, like, Iron Man.
Thor Ragnarok, outside of Avengers, is my favorite Marvel movie. And then I'd
I don't.
probably go Iron Man 3. No, I'd go Civil War
I was gonna say
for
Civil
sure.
War.
And then Winter Soldier. They're my top 6. They're 5 and 6. Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's good. There's a lot of movies in there.
All right. Oh yeah, the Obi-Wan trailer. That's
The
literally
score.
orgasmic.
I mean, I'm so glad they brought back the prequels guy that did the music, man. It was so beautiful in the
I heard
trailer.
Duel of Fates and I
Oh,
almost cried.
I know, chills, bro. Just
I
chills.
mean, it's just
It's
it's just beautiful. I mean,
gorgeous.
how can you not love the Duel of Fates?
What do you think? I'm sure you saw it all over Twitter of the people talking about the Inquisitor and how his head looks.
First of all, I didn't watch Rebels. Is that
Rebels.
Rebels?
Yeah, that's Rebels.
So I didn't have anything to base it off of. And second of all, people always complain in Star Wars that like it doesn't look like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Are you that stupid?
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect them to take a cartoon and make? So listen, what you should hate
Count
Palpatine.
Dooku.
No, not
And Count
Palpatine.
Dooku. Count Dooku.
Dooku. There we go. Thank you. You should hate Dooku in the live action. Why isn't his head a triangle?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like,
I the only I think they could have done better with the Grand Inquisitor. I think he only because we've seen that species done before, but obviously in this, but that was like you could cast anyone for that role because he's not fighting anybody. He's not a main character. He's barely in one of the prequels. In this, you need a guy who fits the role. The voice fits it, who he is, and you need someone who's a good actor who can also, doesn't need a stunt double for everything. I just think the makeup could have been a little bit better. I don't know why they went wide instead of up a little bit, but I don't think he looks as bad as everyone's saying. I mean, it could have been better, but
I
come
just
on
feel
now.
like people love to complain about things.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Like
come on.
everybody wants to be the one who saw something first that they
We
can complain about.
all the people that were complaining about have been begging for the trailer for months and months ever since we found out about it. And the second it drops, they're complaining.
Listen,
already.
all I'm saying is if you watch that trailer and found something to complain about, I'm good off you, bro. I'm
And the
good.
Darth Vader breathing at the end.
Oh yeah, the Vader breath at the end. I mean,
Come
is there?
on.
See, in all seriousness, is there a more iconic movie character that you can identify off of one thing? You know what I mean? Like
Nah,
once
I
I
mean,
hear
just
Darth
breathe,
Vader
just
breathe, I know
breathing,
it's him.
like just breathing
No,
to
not
be
even
recognized.
breathing, but like I know who
No,
Vader
like
is
the
just
fact
off
that
of
you,
one thing.
yeah, like no, I don't think there's anyone that has something so recognizable that you just, yup, I know who that is. Like I know exactly who that is.
Like there's not a single other movie character that I can think of that like I can think of one thing and I automatically know it's them.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe when like when Iron Man was like something like that.
Yeah, but
Maybe
shit, that could have been Wally.
that's true. I don't think there's anyone. Yeah, no, Vader's probably one of the most iconic characters in cinema history, man.
Oh,
My favorite in all of cinema ever. Anakin Skywalker, man, the goat, chosen one.
Darth Vader, yeah, he's up there. I've always been a big Maul guy.
Yeah, Malls.
So
You see, Connie, I don't know how much you because I don't know exactly what your taste is, but Maul's character arc in the Clone Wars cartoon
Josh,
show,
it's funny you say
so
this.
good.
It's funny you
So
say
good.
this. Because Josh, if you remember a while ago, I said that I'm not gonna watch it because, you know, like I'm used to the normal voice actors, and if it's somebody else, it annoys me.
Sam Witwer, bro.
Good news, Josh. I started it.
Yes, hell
I've
yeah.
watched the first 2.5 episodes.
Hell
I
yeah.
started it last night, but then we started playing Xbox. I went out to the diner, but I'm so far through the first 2.5 episodes.
The guy who does Darth Maul's voice, the Force Unleashed games. Have you ever played those?
I think so.
Yeah, the guy who did that, Sam Witwer, he's super cool. He does Maul's voice so good. So good.
There's a lot of filler on Clone Wars
Yeah,
online. There
that's the
should be a
tough
list
part.
of all the ones that are in the main story.
Yeah, I
I'm just
think
gonna watch it.
yeah, because I mean I don't know. There are a lot of filler episodes, but it also helps you like get to know and enjoy characters more. Especially, I mean, it's the Clone Wars, so you're going to learn a lot about clones and different
Yeah.
people in there. But a lot of Ahsoka and Anakin, a lot of Obi-Wan. Yeah, takes a while to get to the good stuff, though.
Yeah, listen,
It's
I'll
very
give
good.
it a try.
Darth Maul has a brother.
I remember. There's like scenes I've seen from the show because
Mm-hmm.
because like when I go on Star Wars binges, like I'll watch anything. So like I've seen the Ahsoka Darth Vader thing.
Yeah, that's
because
Rebels.
somebody
That's
put Jewel the
Rebels.
face behind it. Oh, it's beautiful.
I still haven't. I've started watching Rebels again. I'm almost done with season 4, but I don't want to be done because I actually really like it now.
I think I'm gonna watch. I think I'm just gonna watch everything. I'm on spring break. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
I'll probably finish it.
They do have something, a different thing. It's like I can't. What's it called? I don't know. But like none of the episodes connect. They're just different animated episodes of different random Star Wars like different things. It's so some of the animation like is actual like anime animation and like they're like swords but lights. It's so cool. Like, I can't remember the name.
I know
of
what
it.
you're talking about.
Can't remember the name of it, but yeah, those episodes are super cool.
All right, let's get back into it. The sports world, that is. And we'll go with free agency updates, people, because listen, there's a lot of them. I'm looking at the 2022 NFL free agent tracker right now. Josh, I think I'm just going to go down the list unless there's somebody you want to specifically talk about.
I do want to start off with the first one because I think it impacts a lot more than just him. Christian Kirk. I think we have to talk about Christian Kirk. $80 million for Christian Kirk. I think that's the Jags are making moves. Obviously, they've been doing it all day, but that is a lot of money for a guy. He did have a career year. Though. He had a career year.
Realistically, it's a 2-year contract.
Yeah, he's getting all his money first.
Yeah.
First couple,
I think the first year is like 28.
28. Yeah, 28. I think. That's the same amount J.C. Jackson's getting this upcoming season.
I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Christian Kirk goes from the Cardinals to the Jags, 4 years, $72 million. Like we said, though, that's kind of more of a it's kind of a 2-year contract in reality. Let's see. What does it say?
If I'm a player, I'd prefer that, honestly.
I would too.
My money up front, bro. Like, give me that money early.
Deal is worth up to $84 million with $72 million in base salary, $3 million in performance-based incentives available for each year of the contract. Regardless of the exact structure of the pact, it's clear that the Jaguars prioritize adding a pass catcher like Kirk in free agency. Well, thank you, CBS. We can kind of tell with the money. But, yeah. And here's the thing, too. There was like a little chart that came out, I believe, like last week before free agency started, that whatever team had spent the most money in free agency had added like at least 3 wins the next season. And, Jags are bottom of the barrel. So, obviously, they're trying to add as many wins as they want. They added Zay Jones, too, as Corey said.
Evan Ingram also.
And Evan Ingram.
Brandon Sheriff.
Listen, Josh, I was going to go down the list, but
we can go back and forth.
I'm just saying.
I wrote down names. I'm not on the internet. I put the pen to the paper. So.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this
the ink to go to waste. I didn't want to just write it and then not say it.
See, the Brandon Sheriff contract, even here says agrees to, but there's no terms of the contract yet.
There are a couple of signings like that.
I'm figuring that's a big contract.
Yeah. Because wasn't he all pro or Pro Bowl this year?
He was something. He was. I'm sure it's on here. Let me give a nice little click on him. I don't know. It does not say actually, but he was very good last year. I know that.
Yeah, he definitely got some money. They also got that linebacker from the Falcons. I didn't write his name down.
So. See, look at this guy.
That's on you. That's you now.
Well, listen, it's in a list though, so I
see, not organized, unorganized.
Whoa, it's not me. Blame CBS, And now it's not even fully loading. Like CBS, what are we doing?
All right, I'll since I put pen to paper, I'll say some of the other signings that happened. One that we kind of touched on earlier, we were talking about the Panthers. Hassan Reddick to the Eagles for $45 million. That's a nice signing for them. 23.5 sacks this year, man. 23.5. So that's a very nice pickup for the Eagles.
Yeah, you can never have too much of a pass rush in the NFL. What is the NFL? A passing league, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you can get pass rushers, and I think that's the thing too. Like, if you can get players for just money, Like I feel like that's just the way to go because you're not trading anything.
Yeah.
Like I think me and you both agree that draft picks are a little overrated in the fact that, oh, I don't want to trade for this guy because then I'm not going to have a first round pick next year. Like, listen, you're hoping your first round picks turns into that guy anyway, so just trade it, you idiot.
Yeah, because you can guarantee it now. You don't got to.
But like, if you can just get a player for money and then still have the draft pick too, then you're in a good situation because it's like, hey, we have him, but now maybe we can draft somebody and he'll turn into him too.
And don't the Eagles?
We just went over the 500 heart.
Beautiful. Don't the Eagles have a couple 2 first round picks this year, like late in the 10s?
No, they don't.
Because they got one from. Did that Wentz pick?
Yes,
wind up
because
being?
Wentz played over like 75% of the
yeah.
snaps, I believe. So that turned into one for sure.
I mean, the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I like that offense. Just need them to get a couple more.
See, they do have 3. That's what I thought. They have 16, 17, and 19.
That's beautiful, dude. That is beautiful.
So, I mean.
Another free agency signing. One of the quarterback dominoes has fallen. Mitchell Trubisky to the Steelers. Yeah. Still don't know 2-year deal, but we don't know the money yet. So
I'm good, by the way.
I love it. I don't love Mitch, but I love what he can be. I think he.
Okay, I can agree with you on that then.
I think when he played good his rookie year in Chicago, like the only good year they've had in a while, he was nice. I think he can be good with it. I think that year in Buffalo probably helped him out a lot to be able to watch Josh Allen, how he works. Because there's obviously Josh Allen's skill set's way better, but they have a similar playing style. They're both scramblers and out of the pocket kind of guys. So I think for the Steelers, it's low risk, high reward. They probably didn't give him a shit ton of money. He doesn't play well. It's only a 2-year deal. You draft someone else. I think it's nice. I kind of hate it because I'm a big Dwayne Haskins guy too, and I wanted him to take the reins.
Yeah, I think that ship sailed.
I do too.
Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's Mason Rudolph and Mitch now. So.
W. Trubisky, do they go QB at pick 20?
If Malik Willis is there,
but you're asking the wrong guy too because I am not a Trubisky fan. Like I'm good on that.
I'm a Trubisky fan, and I still think if Malik Willis is there at 20, you take him. But I don't think he'll be there. If it's,
by the way, I found the linebacker you're talking about that went from Atlanta to Jacksonville. You are on crack if you think I can say his name.
Isn't it? It start with it's like O.
Foy said O. It's Oluokun.
Like Olukon. Or something.
I mean, hey, listen. If you want to go ahead and try, you're more than
you guys have heard us struggle with UFC names. You think we're going to be able to get these names down?
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
But he was a beast this year, so he's actually on my Madden Ultimate team.
Oh, look at you! Sure, none of those QBs ready to play right now, anyway. Oh yeah, I would draft a quarterback.
I think if Kenny Pickett isn't ready to play right now, I don't know if he's ever going to be. So. I think Kenny Pickett and Matt Corral are the only guys that you could really play right away. I think Malik Willis is more, but let's
here's the thing. Who's drafting a quarterback though?
Anyone who needs one.
But who needs one? If you guys trade for Watson, you don't need one.
Seattle.
Yeah, but what's their pick?
The Giants.
True, the Giants do. But I mean,
who else? The Bucks eventually. Maybe.
Seattle's at 9. Christensen.
New Orleans.
Does Malik Willis last till 9?
I think if we don't take him in Seattle, well, yeah, Seattle's at 9. So I don't think anyone.
I don't think the Eagles are taking a quarterback.
No, they love Jalen.
I don't know. I think if Detroit would not take a quarterback.
I think Detroit is definitely not going to go quarterback because they have a top 3 pick and there's definitely more valuable players.
Yeah, no, they're drafting.
I think if we don't take him, he'll be available at 9.
Colts need a quarterback, but apparently they're in on
Jimmy, right? They're going
not Jimmy.
Mariota.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh, I love that. Gardner Minshew is a good ball player, man. Gardner Minshew can sling the rock.
No, I've never been better.
He's a winner. That's what he does.
All he's got to do is
listen. If you're going to
here's my thing too. For everybody that doesn't like Wentz or whatever, you're gonna sit here and tell me that the Colts are in a better spot with Minshew than they would have been with Wentz.
Yes.
You're out of
because you want to know why? Because you want to know why? They don't have the same faith in Minshew as they did Wentz, so they're going to hand the ball off a whole lot more.
He's
And
going
that's
to
all
have
you
to
need.
throw eventually anyway.
He can throw. If you not watch Minshew play, he's not bad.
You're not going to convince me that Minshew is better than Carson
I
Wentz.
didn't say that. I'm not even trying to convince you. I'm saying he's a good ball player, and they need
Okay,
a game
but they're
manager.
not in a better position then. If he's
They
not
need a
better
game
than
man.
Wentz,
They don't need a Wentz. They need a game manager. That's all they need.
I know. But I'm saying when it push comes to shove, Wentz is a better quarterback than Gardner Minshew.
I mean, he's more talented, but on the when it's actual go time, Wentz has choked almost every time.
And how has Minshew ever?
We saw him in Jacksonville and then a couple games in Philly.
Okay, exactly. So how do we know that
So
he's
never had a shot? He's never had a shot.
How are we going to know that he's?
Well, we're gonna find out if Andy rolls with him. But I like Minshew a lot from what I can see from a talent standpoint and a competitor. He's a competitor, man. Did you not see him after he played for Philly and won? Him and his dad. Did you not see that, man?
Heartwarming.
No, that's like, yeah, let's go. That wasn't heartwarming. He was like, come on, man. I'm Gardner Minshew. Do you see this mustache?
Shut up.
You see this mustache? Come on. Wentz wishes. Wentz wishes. From a marketing standpoint, it's genius.
I've never this guy. Unbelievable.
I'd prefer Mariota in Indy, though. I like Mariota.
I'm also good. Why do people keep trying to shove Mariota down our throat?
I think he's a guy that needed time in the league. He did not do good in Tennessee as a young guy. When he showed up when he had time to play, when Derek Carr was doing one of those movie injury things where he break his leg and then come running out of the locker room, Mariota held his own in there, man. He's nice with it. But I think Jimmy's going to be in Indy.
I want to know where Jimmy goes.
I think he's going to be in Indy. I mean, who's going to trade for a quarterback now? With Tom back, with Wentz in Washington.
The Saints?
The Saints? Nah, they wouldn't want Jimmy. Nah.
Why not?
Nah, that just does not feel like a Jimmy team. That just does not. They don't got no
class is so bad. We were starting to romanticize top quarterback busts from previous years.
I hate that. Quit saying you've never even seen these guys play in the league yet. What do you mean this class is ass? I just disagree.
Hey, we could be proven wrong.
But I'm a big quarterback guy. I mean, I think I've probably said every quarterback except Kenny Pickett is very good. Probably the least valued quarterback in this draft class broke all Joe Burrow's records. Threw 62 touchdowns.
Universally, this class has been deemed ass.
Been deemed. So all these guys have seen how their careers play out. Don't
shoot the messenger here.
I'm not. I'm talking to who's commenting it.
That's Christian. Come on. Who do you think?
Well, Christian, I get it coming from Christian, but I just disagree heavily. I'm a big fan of Matt Corral, big fan of Malik Willis. Love Bailey Zappi as a nice solid backup like Carson Strong as, kind of one of those, when this guy's done, we got him. I like him.
Christian said, I've seen these dudes watch college ball.
Yeah, and how many times have we seen guys in college that weren't amazing or were amazing and their careers just completely flip in the league?
Corey said EJ Manuel class all over again.
Nah, that class stunk.
That was a terrible class.
That was bad. EJ was nice for the first couple of years, but then he sucked.
2016 all over again.
Is that Wentz and Goff? Don't tell that to Connie.
Yo, listen. Leave Wentz DC, Commander.
That class. You call him that class bad? That is a one-time NFC champion and a Super Bowl champion right there. So.
Oh yeah, Wentz did win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Jared Goff got the Rams to a Super Bowl. So
he did. Just ran into
and got a bag.
Saw of Tom Brady.
And he has a bag. So
he did get a bag, bro.
That's crazy that they gave him the bag and said, "You're gone, bro. You're gone."
That's what happens when you can get Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
That's why the Patriots should trade for Deshaun Watson.
Not gonna happen.
Oh no!
I think it's crazy.
Can't live a dream.
No, I think it's crazy. Like when I've been seeing like quarterback tiers.
How are the Chargers finding all this money, bro?
Who'd they get?
Now they just signed some defensive tackle.
I think it's crazy.
Sebastian Joseph Day.
I have no clue who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
But I saw like a quarterback tier list the other day, and like they had all the rookies and Jalen Hurts and the like unknown, unproven, and then they had Mac Jones and franchise guy. Like, how are you gonna already call him franchise guy just because he's in New England. Like, I don't.
Hey,
That's unfair to him.
Josh, tell me if you're surprised by this.
Huh.
Two teams that expressed the most interest in Jarvis Landry, the Saints and the Chiefs. Like, really? Of course the Chiefs did.
Yeah, Chiefs want everybody, dude.
Hey, Bill, wake up, brother. I'm just saying. You're going to sit here and tell me Jarvis wouldn't be great
Yeah.
in New England? Wake up, my guy. Mac
Yeah.
Jones was a QB 18 as a rookie. I mean, listen, Christian, he had a great rookie year. Am I convinced he's a franchise quarterback? No.
It's so early. Like, how are you going to tell me, like, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson? We don't know yet. But Mac Jones, we know because his team was good. Like, come on now. I just think it's unfair to him to already be, like, franchise guy. Because then if, like, he's average, they're like, oh, he's a bust. Like, no, he's a serviceable guy. We just don't know yet.
Jarvis getting maybe 600 yards in KC. He's too slow.
Compared to their receivers, he is very slow.
That is true.
He
would get about 900 in New England, though.
Yeah.
If Bill woke up.
No, that's Jacoby Myers' team, bro. Come on.
Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, our number one receivers. I mean, I just want to throw up in 2022, bro. It's unbelievable. Let's see some other free agents. J.C. Jackson secured the bag.
Yeah.
5 years, $82.5 million.
But his is also
Chargers.
His is also that upfront deal. His first 2 years, he's getting 40.
Yeah, those first couple of years, he's making a big bag.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Kappa, that's a loss for the Bucks, man.
That
Going
is.
over to Cincy, though.
Since he's doing exactly what everybody's saying.
What we said they should do.
Yeah, get that O-line right. But they lost C.J. Uzomah.
Chase Edmonds went over to Miami. Evan Ingram, like we said, went over to Jacksonville. Let's see who else we got here. Teddy Bridgewater going to Miami to be a nice little backup.
That's confusing to me. I feel like he's just the guy. Like, this team doesn't have a quarterback this year. That's Teddy, but now he's going to back up too. I mean, I don't know. That's very interesting.
Does Marpet unretire? He already said he's not. So,
yeah, that is. I didn't even think about that. He said he's not.
Yeah, he came out and said that he wasn't going to unretire. Does not change his mind. Apparently, is what he said.
I respect those guys that, like, when they're done at an early age, they're like, I don't care what you guys think. I'm young. I got millions of dollars. I'm riding off.
I still have a functioning brain. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna live my life.
Oh, yeah, that's free agency for you.
C.J. Uzomah, though, is out of Cincy to the Jets.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
24 mil.
24 mil to the Jets.
Wow.
I like what I mean. A lot of people are looking at the Jags like, you just spent all this money, but, like, what else were they gonna do? They got a good left guard. They got him some weapons. ETN's gonna come back. I mean, they got a linebacker. I think it's a lot of money they spent on Kirk and everything, but I mean, who else wants to come to Jacksonville, man? They gotta show that they have a good roster for other players to want to come there, so they gotta pay guys.
Listen, everybody always. That's why, like, everybody's always like, "Oh, small markets like can't win," or, you know, nobody wants to play in this area. But you can only say that when teams aren't winning. Like, bro, I'm gonna give you. Nobody wants to come play for the Jets or the Giants, a huge market in New York, because they suck.
Yeah,
you're gonna sit here and tell me if the Giants weren't, you know, competing for a Super Bowl every year, that every player wouldn't be like, yeah, man, I would love to go play for the Giants. Always been a dream. Because that's the other thing too that annoys me about athletes. Every time they get signed by a team, it's always been my dream to play here.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Stop lying to yourself.
I've always wanted to be a Washington Commander. That's what Carson's going to be saying.
Always wanted. I can't lie. I always really wanted to be a part of the Texans, like such a prestigious friend. Really, bro? Really?
Yeah.
Kirk makes more than Devontae. You don't think that's so he can play in Jacksonville? Exactly. You're making a lot of money there.
Listen, if I only had 900 yards as a wide receiver and I was a wide receiver 3 on my team, and someone's like, you know what? $80 million. Yeah. Where are we playing? Alaska? Dope.
I'd punch somebody right in the throat to get that.
Yeah, I mean,
right in the throat. Listen, Josh, a lot to talk about, and we've covered a lot of it. I got nothing else. I'm all NFL'd out.
Actually, we already did our break, but a different show. Have you watched The Winning Time?
I have
Bro,
not.
it's
That'll be
good. I like
next.
it a lot. I like it. Only 2 episodes right now, but I like it a lot.
See, I might wait until it's done because I hate waiting for things.
I always do that too, and I didn't know it was a weekly thing. I watched first 2 episodes, looking for episode 3, not there. This is bullshit. So now I gotta wait till Sunday.
Like, the only thing I didn't do that with was Succession and Euphoria, and I regret it. Like, bro, having to wait for Succession the last, like, 2 episodes after I caught up was the most agonizing thing ever. And now
Yeah.
waiting for the next season, agonizing, especially how the last season ended. So, unbelievable. But yeah, I'm good. Josh, you good?
I'm good.
All right, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, and then we'll skedaddle.
Follow me on Twitter at Jolin_4. Make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like we said earlier in the show, man, Underdog, double your first deposit, code Gen Z. Got great props over there. Lots of money to be made over there. So make sure you head over there and do that, and tune in Monday, 7 Eastern.
Yes, sir. As Josh said, Monday, 7 Eastern for us. We'll cover everything for you. Podcast always drops the next day, so make sure you give that a listen as well. Available everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast, we're there. You can follow me on Twitter, Anthony Conover _Gen Z Sports, right there for this show as well. Tomorrow, Tuesdays, I do the hard count with CJ. We're bringing it back, baby. Me and CJ are officially back tomorrow. Hard count is back. We'll go even deeper into the NFL world than we did on this show. It's been like a month since me and CJ have done it. Took a nice little break there. So we got a lot to get into. So make sure you tune in. That's 9 Eastern every Tuesday. Thursdays, I do Backstop Banter with me and my boy Michael. That's everything in the baseball world. Baseball free agency is going on. We've had some trades going on as well. The lockout is finally ended. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about over there as well. Busy man, but I love it. So make sure everybody, hard count, Gen Z, Backstop Banter, all those podcasts are available everywhere you get your podcast. But with that being said, that's the end of another beautiful episode. Josh, another wonderful time if I say so myself. And listen, everybody, we'll see you next week. Y'all have a good one.